So here we are, everybody. It is the Ottomans, it's video 3, and a few things have happened between the last video you've watched, aka video 2, and this one. Firstly, there has been a small amount of time between recording sessions. Now this often happens on the occasional series because I'll put something down and then work on something different and then pick it up again, and you realise, well, what on earth was I doing? And I spend ages looking around the map just trying to work out what on earth I'm doing. I'm actually going to do a quick recap just to show everybody. Second, if you didn't see the update video, I have been a little unwell. I've been migraining hard. And I can tell you right now, I'm just in a very random mood. This may be one of the more weird episodes, but you're just going to have to go along with the ride. It's fine. You'll enjoy it. It'll be good for the soul. Unless you have no soul, in which case, please stop watching this video and contact your nearest and most trusted priest. I think that's probably the best option for you. The mission, if you remember, was to win the game only using unique units and abilities and things like that. So we've got a ship, we have a melee unit, and we have siege weaponry. That's what we're doing. We're kind of slowly taking over this central island. Arabia were probably the easier people to conquer, but they were tougher than I expected they were gonna be. Luckily we have this religion, giant death crabs, which we put crusade on very quickly. It's feeding me gold with the power of dentistry, making me happy and plump. I mean, rich, happy, and plump. What more do you need in life? This sounds wonderful. Where do I get the local giant death crab branch? Is this not a real religion? I want it. I want it in my life now. But basically, we've hit the point of the game where I need to be spamming units out fast, and I don't know why I haven't been. I need more boats. I need like 3 times as many boats, because these things do not do a lot of damage against walls, and if Georgia starts throwing up their unique Renaissance wall, then, well, I am slightly screwed. I also need a lot more siege weaponry. I can upgrade to bombards, but really these are not the crazy powerful things I was hoping, and with 70 strength cities, especially with China, yeah, this could get problematic. That China are going to be a lot tougher. That is a crouching tiger army. I think that thing has 67 strength, maybe? It probably has promotions, it's probably more stuff, but they're going to have actual ranged attacks. I have a way into Longxi, I can get that in, and I can attack and take that city. I don't know whether or not, yeah, they're actually, Kublai is on a normal edge, so we probably could take that and then attack Wuhan or Beijing. I don't know, but these are my 2 main conquerings. The other 2, well, I mean, Kublai is my friend, as is Macedon. I've just made them a friend as well because they're good fun. Oh, look at, did you see that cheeky wink? How can you say no to that? They have no religion, and I am just slowly taking them over, so I may just opt for the religious victory, but for me personally, I feel like a victory without at least owning China and Georgia would be a hollow victory indeed, so that's what we're gonna go for. Just to sort of let you know as well, Kublai is strong, but this is always the way with Kublai. Their capital is just so exposed. I could just run in there immediately and almost take it instantaneously, and Macedon has a very similar problem. Pella, very accessible from the sea. But before we can even get to that point, we very much have to sort ourselves out. Now, the raid card has been very helpful for us. We've been raiding a lot along the coastline. We've kind of raided most stuff now, but there is stuff inland if we can get it. So I'm kind of torn between a few cards here. Now, drill manuals is giving me Niter, and I'm just about to improve a bit more. I've got some over on this island I can take, and I've got some over on this island I can take. That'll take me up to 8 per turn or 12 per turn. Niter is good. I need it for basically all of the units that are worth building right now. Thinking about it though, I don't know why I'm focusing so much on science here, because it's pointless. Like, the only thing I could really use would be artillery, because artillery lets me build better siege weaponry, and anything else, doesn't matter if I upgrade it, I can't use it. So, natural philosophy, I'm looking at this and I'm going, why did I have that in? I'd rather have liberalism, because that at least makes my cities happy and then more productive, and I can do better stuff with them. Again, scripture, faith is really helpful, but I don't yet have the Grand Master's Chapel. So get out of there, I say. I instead need serfdom to be able to improve my cities just a little bit. I want to make sure they're all firing on all cylinders. I might pop press gangs back in at the expense of drill manuals just for a second. I'll keep raiding, we'll go for that. So just a little bit of a switcheroo, not a problem at all, and let's go for nationalism. That'll let me have cores, fleets, all kinds of useful, yummy stuff. But otherwise, the attack is going to continue. Oni, ooh, Isn't it only... Is that one of the monsters in Dungeons and Dragons? I think it is, isn't it? It's the one that kills children and floats around and can cast Cone of Cold. It's really cool, that monster. Am I getting that right? I may be remembering something slightly different. I don't know right now. And as mentioned, I don't know why I wasn't doing this before, but all of my cities will be, once the infrastructure is sorted, I will just be producing units for a little bit. I need more of a navy, I need more of a fleet, and it doesn't matter if a city takes a little while to make it. The unit count is, I think, going to be as important as anything else in this game. I think we're doing okay otherwise, though. This is all looking decent for me. Why are your units in the sea, good friend Georgia? Dear oh dear, that's not good. That's going to let me kill those cuirassiers for a very cheap fee. I love it. Does it actually make sense at all being at peace with China here? I mean, I'm not getting anything from trade. They have a huge army, but they're likely to send it into the sea, and I am absolutely loading this sea with naval raiders right now. I could do a lot of pillaging. Thing is, when I do attack, I want to be able to strike that city pretty much instantaneously. I don't feel like I've got the strength to pull that off right now, but I have already lied to them about being on their borders, so I might just encroach a little bit more and wait until I can get an attack in. But yeah, we've got to strike pretty soon, I think. We cannot let this one expire for any longer than it needs to. What do we got to vote on today? Military advisory. Ooh, melee did get boosted last time. I think I'm going to gamble on siege going through. You never know. Weirder things have happened. I like trade routes and Nobel Prizes in literature. Well, I don't like half the books, but that'll do. Ah, boo, melee went through. You know what, that's fine, because my unique units can actually do a bit of attacking. That should be fine. Oh, 63 defense. Ah, yeah, that's looking good. Have I got a military ally? I do. Kublai, do you want to go to a joint war? They don't want to go to a joint war. Oh, never mind. Oh, Macedon does, though. Okay, that's good. To war with Kublai we go. Now, we may regret doing this because they're pretty tough. Oh, now Kublai wants to go in. Good, that's the military ally. That's a big bonus, +5 bonus on all my troops there. Perfect. Yeah, now, we got to watch out for a bit of repercussion here, but I think, as long as they don't have too many ironclads and, like, terrible, horrible boats, I think we should be okay, but we are just going to have a little sneaky peeky. How much damage do we do? Decent amount, actually. Not too bad at all, but I do want to raid everything before we go in, because, I mean, we're going to do a lot of raiding. Are you ready for what should be an amazingly fun turn? Let me just show you here. A 1, a 2, there's nationalism, 3, 4, there's siege tactics, 4 pillages all in one go, and we're limited by the amount that we have access to with the movement. That's good. Oh, now we can have armies and everything. Well, actually, no. Armies are what we're going to go for. Armadas are next. Okay, civil engineering. I want to know how to make bridges in a polite and fashionable way. And actually, what I'm going to do is start making some fleets of my boats. Yeah, these are much more powerful now. Next up, I want Magnus because I'm going to go to Black Marketeer. Again, one of those things that I realized I didn't have, and I could be pumping up my troops at a hugely reduced niter cost, so that would be handy. Does line inventory replace my unit? I never remember this. Upgrade from, oh yeah, here we go. So it does, yes, I couldn't get military science, that's why. Now I remember. You see, look, this is what happens when you play a game and you come back a little bit. Oh, caravel fleets. Yeah, that's a bit more of a problem. Okay, we don't want to hang around here. Oh, Georgia's ranged attacks from their cities are getting tough. They can 2-hit my Barbaries, which is annoying. I stole about 1,200 gold, taking out some trade routes. Look at these trade routes. These are expensive. Lots and lots of gold there. That's looking lovely. But I can't let that stop me from printing more units, because those units are going to be very, very handy. I'm just building up some infrastructure with my gold, and we're focusing on gold trade routes to my science partner, because why not? Macedon wants to be my friend. They're happy that I'm at war, and you know what? It's simple pleasures, and that's what I appreciate. Georgia are choosing just to throw their units at me one at a time into my land, like to capture that builder. It's like, okay, you are allowed to do that. I don't mind if you do that, but you are just going to lose your units one after another. It's not a very sensible thing to do. Come in, pillage, retreat. This one is, yep, I can't lie. That's attractive. Civil engineering is mine again. Oh, yes, these theatre squares are beautiful. Now, do I attack the cavalry or go for the... I mean, the city's even weaker than it was last turn, so that's even better. And we just got to keep attacking and see if we can press this advantage. Look away, children. Avert your eyes, because this is going to get gory. Find all the pillaging you can and take it all, even if it's from city-states that can't fight back. That's the best sort of pillaging, actually, to be fair. Rising smoke, humming machinery. Clearly, Mr. Smith, the old smoking man, must be in the factory, merrily huffing away. That's what's going on here. Merchants, trade routes to my own cities, gain here. Nah, it's not very useful, but I do get an envoy, and I like envoys. 6 into Buenos Aires. Don't mind if I do. My cities are going to get merrily productive if they're building buildings now. I mean, that's unlikely. I'm not going to be getting buildings. I'm basically using all of my cities to build units. Shed loads of units. Putting in Raj and Visselbanken as well. I think those cards are going to be good because I've got a lot of trade routes to allies, so that'll help again. Hopefully my capital, oh yeah, 57 production, it's slowly learning to do something. If it's not entirely useless, I'll be impressed. Oh, that is a cavalry army in that city now. 83 strength, eh? Well, yep, that would be a little bit tougher for me to attack. Oh, quadrime armadas, caravels. Yeah, they are sending troops out to me. No matter, as long as I attack from their land, I get crusade. I can start scuttling boats very quickly and very cheaply. Trade routes are giving me vast quantities of gold as well. That I very much enjoy. Now remember, my boats are totally invisible as long as I haven't attacked anybody, as long as I don't end the turn next to another unit. Pillaging is very important. I'm still going to be doing quite a bit of it, but if I can just wait for that cavalry to leave the city, that would be very handy for me. 4,000 gold I've accumulated now. I'm going to pick up the coal power plant. I'm going to pick up a shipyard. Now the city can crank out the units very fast. And here we go! It's now the morning, and I've done a lot of sleeping. And my brain is now absolutely fine. And I'm now looking at this and thinking, what on earth was I doing last night? Why have I left a Barbary Corsair fleet right next to a great writer, which will provide visibility? Don't forget, we have used that great person scouting bug before, so that's not going to get shot by a bombard and a field gun. It's a good thing I'm making so many boats, isn't it? Because oh my goodness, I'm going to have to recycle them pretty heavily. Also, I have just spotted, look at this, bit of yum-yums. Delicious. Yum, 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 yum. And then retreat back to sea. It's all important. These units are hidden as long as they're not next to a unit. So this one's dead. Like, I don't know what's going on with that. I mean, what I expected to happen there, I don't know. Oh. Okay, we got attacked a little bit. That's not too bad though. We have survived. Okay, but we do need to just back off a little bit. Saying that, I really want to take this city before it puts the walls up. Why it hasn't put walls up already, I don't know, but 81 strength with an encampment, oh, that would be painful. So this is the decision making that I'm battling with at the moment, okay? Option A, I use my fleet to attack the city directly. I ignore the defenses and we just go in and steal it. Advantages to that. I would have a foothold on the continent, I can put walls up quickly. I can use my gold to make more units, and we can use it as a foothold. Plus, we can get in before the wall gets put down. Option B, I do not attack the city and I stand and defeat the fleet. Now, it's only caravels and quadrimes at the moment, but if those upgrade ironclads and frigates, we are a little bit in trouble. I have Crusade at the moment. That gives me 10 combat strength, and if I take the city, I will lose Crusade, although I could then move my fleet to another city. It's just about whether or not I want to seize the advantage of having the city at the moment. I do have Victor on side, so that would help a little bit. Ibrahim is busy, and Ibrahim is going to be used to take out Georgia, because Georgia is very, very tough, and he can only be in one place at once, but Longzhi would be a really good foothold for me. Right now, I would kill a cavalry army and a field cannon if I took the city out. So you know what, even saying it, I think we're going to have to take the gamble. It's going to be a tough take, but with Crusade and with no walls, we are doing a significant chunk of damage to the city. Not quite enough to get the kill this time round, but I can move my units just over to the left to stop them from being killed. I need reinforcements. We need reinforcements fast. Yeah, let's replace some boats. Just spend about 2,000 gold to get more. It's worth it. I mean, these things generate a lot of gold by themselves. I mean, look at that, 400 gold just in one pillage. I also really need artillery. The problem is, as soon as we go to military science, line infantry will make my unique units obsolete, and we won't be able to make them anymore. But thinking about it, I'm just going to utilize all of my niter, and we're going to get as many of these combat units as we can, and then we'll just never be able to build them again. That's it. That's us done. That is all we will be able to do, and we're just going to have to live with it. Oh, I realized I went past... we unlocked the promotion card. Where is it? Forced modernization. I was going to put that in because I needed to upgrade some of my trebuchets, but it's fine. Actually, what am I doing? Observation balloons. Oh, yeah, that would help because then I could attack across the sea. Fine. Okay. Do you see this? This is what I do. I want to do about 5 things at once, and what I end up doing is none of them. So... it's business as usual, really, but yeah, we're doing okay. Let's see what the retribution is. We're going to lose any units. Oh, double hits. Oh, the fleet is engaging with me, but you know what? Crusade is really helping here. It's really helping. Oh, the cavalry moved out. It's a bit annoying. Makes the city weaker, but unfortunately it does mean we won't get the cavalry kill when the city's taken. Should we gamble on that going back into the city? I don't know. The Crouching Tiger was a good... Oh, there's too many things. Too many things to attack at once here. Hang on. Now, we're going to take some ships out. I'm going to change my mind yet again. And I think we can... Yeah, look at this. We've got some good combat strength against these units right now. Oh, that's a... Oh, the Armada is almost taken out there. Perfect. Bit of era score. That's good. We've got reinforcement boats on the way. In fact, actually, I can get this kill nicely and make a new fleet up. Although I'm going to actually fleet up with... Nope, that's not a promoted unit as well. Good. It's fine. Okay, there was no real counterattack from China that turn. They moved their caravel out of attacking Buenos Aires, which was a bit distracting. I quite enjoyed that, but I think Longzhi's probably... This is the time to strike. They haven't fixed anything else on the coast. They still have no walls there, so... Yeah, we've got to do it, haven't we? Oh, it feels a bit risky, but I think this is going to be worth it. One more attack, and we'll just come in and amphibious assault, take the city. Opera and ballet is over. Oh my goodness. Because, of course, I'm playing the Ottomans, I get to keep all the population when I take the city, and I get +4 loyalty, and immunity, and a housing in the city because it's not mine. Ignore the crippling lack of housing. Yeah, crippling is definitely the right word to be using there, and let's just get those walls in quickly. The chances of us keeping the city may actually be quite slim. Looking at it, yeah, the unfortunate thing is that we do have quite a bit of a physical threat. The cavalry army, the bombard, if they choose to attack me, I think I'm going to lose the city and I'll lose a Janissary corps for doing it, which would be a bit rubbish. But what I can do is basically just give China enough to think about. Let's just attack on all fronts. Let's put a load of units into the sea. Just make a couple of sacrifice plays, I guess, is the best way of putting it. But if I can just distract them long enough to then attack another city, that should be okay. I'm going to risk it. This could be a terrible mistake, but I'm actually going to use some niter and 720 gold to just make another unit over here. This will block off the encampment, stop them from attacking with too many things. I don't know if that's a good move. It could be what we like to call a terrible move. I'm just going to put some stupas in as well. Just a little bit more immunities. And keep up with the units. This is all good. Oh yeah, I forgot about that caravel. Oh, that's a bit of a mistake, but never mind. Now, whenever I attack an opponent with raiding, I always leave farms alone. And the reason I do that is because unless a unit needs to heal, it always makes sense to leave it for later, because eventually you will have a unit that needs to heal. So it may seem like a good idea to raid everything when you're attacking, but just leave those farms and fishing boats alone unless you really need them at that moment. Okay, they didn't attack the city. I feel a little bit more stable with it now, so we're going to actually make this into a bit of a trading post, and I'm going to send some traders out of it. I might have had quite a few plundered recently from various boats and bits and pieces, but it's fine. Don't worry about it. Here's a naval invasion, and we finally have a foothold onto Georgia's continent. Now, this is going to be a difficult city to hold. Oh no, wait, it's not. Never mind. Oni! Taken. So the little islands of Georgia are falling a little bit easier. I probably don't need these two. They're not that useful. I might now divert this fleet away from Georgia and send it back towards China because they are looking a bit more of a threat on the mainland, but it's all good. I think we've got it covered now. Problem is though, I feel like this game is just one upgrade away from my troops becoming totally obsolete. Like absolutely totally obsolete, and then it's just going to be an absolute pain. Oh, you want to leave all your troops in the sea, do you? Okay. I guess that's fine. That was an army, but never mind. It's no more. Okay, we're being assaulted on quite a few sides now. Oh, that corps almost got killed. Never mind. Big old fire over there, but I think my holy site is good. And more importantly, my niter is also good. So that's wonderful. But you need to get back and heal, friend, because that was a bit of a nasty strike. Oh, the ancient walls are almost done. So fun little fact for you here. Crusade is actually in an allied city-state. I'm not at war with Buenos Aires, but I still get the benefit if I'm parked in their land. So there you go. We're also still doing a beautiful amount of pillaging here. I enjoy this quite considerably. Oh, hang on, look at this. There's a bit of holy site there. Yum, yum, yum. And some theatre square. Oh, scorched earth. Oh, yum, 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 yum. And we can get mobilization. Goodness me, I am managing to absolutely spiral up the culture tree here. This is a really good set of turns for me. Oh, thank goodness. After attacking across a sea for the best part of 7 million years, I finally landed my trebuchet cause with a great general and the Saraska ability and crusade onto the mainland. Wabam. Oh yeah, these are really starting to eat through the walls now. Perfect. We should be absolutely on course now to take this city. Oh, look at that. Look, just as soon as my boat gets attacked slightly, it's like, yeah, just bring it back. Kotasi falls. 13 population, just migrating to my empire beautifully. Lovely. It's the positive loyalty, even when I haven't done anything. Oh, the lack of food is a problem. That is a starvation issue waiting to happen. We don't talk about that if we can help it, but it's fine. Immediately, now that my army is on land, oh yeah, we're doing a bit more damage now, that's good. Oh, look at that attack. Bam. Oh yes, Janissary cores are good when they have all of the promotions. This is where beautiful, beautiful Ibrahim doing the Lord's work. Every city here apart from this one on the coast. Well, we've acquired my next target anyway. Oh, 70 strength attacks against this city are barely denting it. You gotta love Renaissance walls, they're so much fun. A 1 attacker, a 2 attacker, a 3 attacker, and hopefully Poti can be taken now. Another 10 population falling to my empire beautifully. Oh yes, again, ignore the minor starvation issues, it's fine. We have discovered flight. Flight is a really good thing, because flight now means that we can buy an observation balloon and then attack from a great distance. Well, I say that. It seems that we actually have a unit that's going to give me some visibility here, which we do. But look at this. We can go, wee, and attack Beijing and do no damage. But still, it's an attack nonetheless. Oh, I'll never get tired of these turns when you're just like, yum, yum, yum. Just take everything you can in a single turn. Again, leave the health. Always leave the health. You never know when that's going to come in handy. But now I have an armada. Yay for armadas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then just a sneaky armada formation to just, make it even more exciting. I have absolute supremacy on unit numbers here, but oh my lord, my units are very much struggling to stay relevant right now, but I mean, as of making armies, they are a little bit stronger, so that's good. Okay, let's try this again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. Oh, yep, that city is getting a little bit weaker now. I wonder if we can just push it over the top. Nah, unfortunately, these trebuchets are so weak at the moment. Guess if I bring it a little bit closer, does that horse, is that in Beijing? It is in Beijing. What about this tile over there? Nope, that's Beijing as well. We have no crusade in that city. They have been working on it just a little bit, but it's fine. I've got apostles to come and finish it off, but yeah, that is just letting the religion survive in this little bit. It's really frustrating. Pillage, 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 then run away. This is one of the many reasons I love naval combat. Oh look, a injured fleet. Go out, pillage some turtles, and attack again. Hey, it's just so easy. Units have, oh, that was the wrong unit. Units having that many movement points just makes things so much easier. I love it. Little naval invasion there, and second city taken. Oh, that's handy. Chinguetti, taken. It's going to give me a ton more faith because I have a lot of trade routes for some very heavy populated cities with religious. You look at that, 11 faith per trade route. Nice. Love it. One of my favorite city-states. It really is. Every time you see it, it makes me very happy. Blimey, these Chinese cities are proving tough cookies to crack, but we will get there. Don't you worry. Oh, luckily, my navy is strong, and because we control the navy game, we are able to really put some pressure on here. Oh, look at this, 2 armies now. Beautiful stuff. I'm also using my pilfered gold to make more trebuchet armies. I will upgrade these to bombards at some point, but just even with my promoted card, I need 30 niter, and I keep accidentally building bombards with my cities, which isn't very helpful. Like, I wish you could turn this off, this auto upgrade. I picked trebuchet for a reason, I know that when I get niter I could be building bombards, but I don't want to. So stop it. There's military science. We need to be very careful now. I don't want to have any line infantry in my empire at all. So what I'm going to do is just have a look down the multi-queue and just double check that no units have slipped through. I don't think I've been building Janissaries because they're so cheap to buy. No, I haven't. So that's fine. Okay, so we just need to make sure that we don't upgrade anything. It's all good. Let's go refining for the oil, and then we'll go steel for artillery. Again, still a siege unit. Still fine. Oh, if I could get a ton of oil, that'll help massively. Oh, hello. That's not appropriate. What is appropriate, though, is the absolute swarm of boats that I'm sending around here. Look at this. Oh, yes. Right. Pillage, pillage, and then we'll go attack, 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 and this city is pretty much ready to take next turn. And one of the best things about having a religion, era score every time you convert a city whilst at war, which is actually very easy to do once you get the hang of it. Also, here is Venetian Arsenal. It's taken a while to get because my production for Wonders has been pretty poor and I needed to wait until I got Eiffel, and I kept forgetting to get Eiffel and spending all of my gold and faith, but we did it eventually. Venetian Arsenal. Every time I build one of my Barbary Corsairs, I now get 2, which is very handy indeed. Lovely stuff. Oh, that's actually really, really handy. It basically means that you get an instant fleet every time you put something out, which just makes the biggest difference. It's wonderful. Military emergency? Me? No. Can't possibly be one of those. I'm voting down a couple of times. Nah, it's gone through. Gory. Which one was Gory? Oh, it's the one I literally just took, wasn't it? No. Hang on. It's down here. That's an island city. That's disputed territory at the best of times. That's not an emergency. Ah, never mind. Anyway, I have... Oh, no, they have +2 combat strength against me. Oh, no, I have -2. Sorry. And they actually have more movement in my own territory as well, which is a bit of a pain, but never mind. Won't make too much of a difference. Fingers crossed. God, this city's taking an absolute age to kill, but never mind. So the observation balloon is in place. We now have some very hard-hitting trebuchets. Look at this. Lovely stuff. Tbilisi's walls are down. Brilliant. Hopefully we can take that down next turn. Here's Xi'an taken over, which is a great little pickup, I guess, is the best word for that. And I think Wuhan, we can take this city pretty easily as well with a couple of hits, like so. We get ever closer to the Chinese capital. In fact, actually, we're now threatening Beijing and Tbilisi at the same time. 93 strength city wars. It's really, really tough. We are up against kind of the limit now of what our units can fight against, but we're so far managing to just about pull it off. I believe that is Tbilisi taken. Yes, look at that. Nice capital. How many turns have we got? 11 turns to get 1 era score. You know what? I think we'll be okay. But Georgia pretty much now is over, has been taken out. I think we're pretty confident in our sort of ability to get these cities down now. Just need to get a melee attack down there. What could I use for a melee attack? I could probably just buy another unit, right? It's probably the quickest thing to do, but we'll maybe get one of our existing ones down here. I mean, actually saying that, no, look at that. We can just buy a new one. Wait until next turn. I'll have a bit more night up. I like the fact that I converted a city that I'd already converted once and I still got more era score for it. Is that a repeatable thing? I wonder. Oh, that's interesting. Maybe if you're playing as India, as Gandhi or Chandragupta or someone, and you had 2 opposing apostles that could remove a religion, would you get 2 times the era score? These are the questions. You know, this is why you watch the channel. Such highbrow questions as those. Rostavi has been taken. That means just this city on the coast is basically the last bastion of Georgian resistance on this continent now, apart from this city up to the north. But that's, again, it's fine. We're doing okay. We're pushing them back now. One more city on the Chinese coast as well. Look at this. Oh yes, this is wonderful. Can we take Beijing this turn? That's a very valid question. The walls are down, which is a good sign. And can my army march in? It can. The capital falls. Beautiful. That means we've kind of done it. With just our unique units, I took over China, we took over Arabia, and we've taken over Georgia. There's a couple of little straggly cities, but mainly we're kind of... The problem here is just unit movement. That's the only thing holding us back right now. I can't believe how effective that strategy is. Like, the thing that always gets me about the Ottomans, right, is that if I was playing them normally, just using all of my units, say using planes or even like anti-cavalry or just anything that's a regular unit, my word, they would be so powerful, it would be nonsensical. Oh, I did the rare thing. I melee'd attacked with a trebuchet. Sometimes you can do it. It lets you like embark attack against the city. Oh man, that's amazing. I love it when that happens. It's so random, like getting it to actually fire like that. Oh, ridiculous. Refining. How much of an oily boy will I be today? I have one oil source. That's it, everyone. What a disappointment. Oh, I love these maps when it's just like, you know what? There's 23 sources of oil on this map and you will get none of them. Or, you know, technically that one is obtainable. Okay, so I've got 2 sources. And somewhere I can settle to the south would be another 2. Yeah, okay, with 23 sources on a map, we should be fine. Oh my god, Kublai is just full of oil. Oh, that is one oily sausage. Fair play. That would mean that steel would come along soon, I'd get artillery, and I'd be moving from 45 bombard strength trebuchets for the most part to 80 strength artillery. An artillery army would be 97. If I had the Saraska promotion, it would be 107. With Great Bombard, it's 112. With Crusade, it's 122. And with a Great General, it would be 127 combat power. I mean, just in case we were struggling, we would have options to increase our power, you know, just to make sure that people don't think that we would be screwed in this scenario. Oh my goodness, I love full range trebuchets. They're so much fun. You know what, I'm even going to peace out with Georgia. It sounds crazy. I don't need any more of their cities. She's going to lose them to loyalty anyway, and by doing this, I can actually move my missionaries in and out of her lands without zone of control, which is a massive benefit for me. So yeah, that's cool. So yes, you will all have noticed that I have pivoted a little bit and I am going to go for finishing the game with a religious victory. There's a few reasons for this, okay? And I think they're quite entertaining. Firstly, I kind of like the idea of going for effectively what is a crusade religious victory. Anybody that made a religion, so China, Georgia, Arabia, I absolutely brutally took out of the game. If you stand against the pious ways of my lord, the giant death crab, albeit his snippiness, then Ursa's going to take you down. He's going to take you down, and you're going to pray very quickly to the crab overlords that we all serve. But actually, if you never stood against it and you're willing to embrace the crab overlords like Kublai and Macedon here, I will befriend you, and I will be your ally. Actually, we will keep a positive relationship throughout this whole thing. Georgia's empire has been officially what I like to call snipped. The official term for it, as has China's. They're ready to, you know, bow down to our crustacean overlord. And I now just have the giant crab song from Moana being played on loudspeakers across their empires continually. That's all that happens now. It is a terrifying dystopia. Go on then, China. We can have peace as well. But if I see that religion spring back up, I am watching it. You know that the giant death crab is going to be right on your case. And now I shall trade with the world again. That's right. Embrace your crustacean overlord. Do it. Trade with him. I mean, for some crazy reason, it's got me down as minus 12 diplomatic favor per turn. I don't know what I could have done to deserve that. I disagree royally with that analysis. We believe. What do we truly believe in this religion? Well, I like to think we believe in something called the Great Snippening. It was essentially the universe. It existed in a sort of straight form. It was scuttling sideways, and lo, it was snipped in twain and suddenly existed in a sort of like a bucket. Whole universe was in just one massive bucket and everything was trying to get out of it and you know, it was failing. But then, lo, the giant crab appeared and suddenly all were well. Ooh, James Young, what does that give me? Oil! Nah, already had that. Give me something different. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of Kublai's cities converted now. And how many cities do they own? 12. Okay, we're almost there. Almost there indeed. Although, as you say, I could go domination victory. It would be incredibly easy. Look how exposed Kublai's capital is. Yes, they're building battleships, I know, but I have so much army. 2,700, it would not be a challenge. It really wouldn't be. Pella, exactly the same. I just swoop in, steal the city. Steel! Ooh, I like steel. I got a bunch of gold. I got a bunch of oil. A 1. Look at that. Oh, yes. 2 and then 3. I mean, look, just wait, okay? Just wait. Modern era, golden age, I don't really think it matters. I'll go reform the coinage, but honestly, it doesn't matter. Actually, where are my best trade routes available from these days? Who knows? Kutassi? Oh, yeah, you know what? I don't even mind. I'm just going to buy them from Konya because I like this city and Pingala's in it. Is it cost effective to spend about 4,000 gold on traders in order to get more gold? Probably not, but that's exactly what I'm doing anyway because I can. And there we go! Victory! We did it! We transformed Kublai. Weird thing, actually, is that I don't think I'd officially taken over China there. I don't know what was going on, but who cares? Marcus Aurelius, 8th. Let's have a look at some graphs. Wow, Kublai was having a game. Look at that. Fair play. We very much had a suppressed start, and we only got going towards the end once we started capturing some cities, and that was mainly because we were waiting on Niter for so long in that game. Oh man, that massively frustrated. My culture was okay, but Kublai's was better. My science game was fairly decent, actually. Yeah, look at that. I was fairly competitive for a lot of the game. My faith was on point. You gotta have faith. Gold was pretty good. Score, yeah, easy score victory there. Religions founded, good. You see, I did mine on the same turn as Kublai. That's crazy. I built one whole wonder. Wow, what a result. And units killed over 60. How many did I lose? Only 2 units all game. I mean, come on, how clinical are the Ottomans? But this is the thing that I really wanted to show you. Not the Nobel Prize, that's irrelevant, but Ibrahim is now in place. I have this artillery army, and I'm going to move into the territory of a crusaded land. We have Saraska, we have the Great Turkish Bombard, we have a great general, we have the Shell's promotion. So that when I attack with this artillery, it is 137 strength. Oh my lord. Yeah, try beating the Ottomans. I challenge you. That is... those were Renaissance walls and we've just smashed them to bits in like 2 turns. That is mad. It's absolutely unbeatable. Also, we just liberated the religion back in, so there we go. China now converted to my religion officially. Remember the giant death crab, people, and you, too, can use the Ottomans to only use their unique units to get a victory. Could I have got a domination victory? Absolutely, but I like the crusade religious victory. I think it is rather Ottoman indeed. Remember again, if you want to contribute ideas to the A to Z challenge, you can do so if you were signed up as a Ko-fi or Patreon subscriber. Come support the channel in that way. It really helps, especially the tip jar. That is a wonderful thing. If you don't want to contribute on a longer term basis, just chuck a couple of coffees my way. It's wonderful. It's lovely. I'm really looking forward to seeing what the community has for next A to Z game. It's going to be exciting. In fact, I'm going to go and film it right now. So I will see you in the next series. Until then, goodbye everybody, and don't fight the Ottomans, and honestly, don't fight the giant death crab. They will snip you, and they will snip you hard. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Glorious Petra, Matthew Wilkinson, Paul Coffey, Dayboy91, Sean Portland, Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Devil Skeptical Bear, Krogerbrand Trail Mix, Alex Noob, Cinnamon Beard, Petra Ryan, Matthew Hatch, Amiri C, Henry, Rom88, Radiatore, Private Selection, Genoa Salami, Boy Zorro, Callum Billy, Garrett Gowan, Polar Bear, L. Truand, Creston, RB Hedge, Mushkin Mandeltort, Esri Dax, Deeble Time. Thank you all for your support. It's amazing. See you all next time. Goodbye!